Hello everyone. So I'm just doing a quick video here to kind of like catch up on some albums that I missed this year because I was just busy or I just didn't feel like reviewing at the time. We're just doing 4 quick ones here. I just want to kind of speak briefly on them. I really just blanked out on these and I was like, dang, you know what, I really should catch up to those. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a bit of a catch-up video here, which I did last week as well. Sorry, it was the week previous. Actually, wait, no, it was weeks previous. I had to catch up with a bunch of songs that I totally just missed out on. So yeah, first up we're going to do Warren Hughes' Boy of the Year. I totally intended on reviewing this, and I didn't realize that the album was released a week after I actually thought it was released. So I was a week behind. I was like, there's no way anyone's gonna care or watch it. So I just didn't get around to it, but I wanted to mention it at least. Boy of the Year is actually a pretty solid record. First record for Warren Hughes, I would say. I don't think it's perfect by any means. There was a lot of songs in there that are pretty, I guess, radio safe is what I would say. They're a lot more, they sound like anything else that you would hear on the radio, but some of them were very, kind of gave me Playboy Cardi vibes a little bit, gave me a little bit of, some of it sounded kind of nightcore too. It was really odd production stuff that he did all over it. I found Handsome though, that song is incredibly good, a really good song, banger, really enjoyed it. But yeah, no, the whole album, honestly, I kind of felt as a whole was kind of all over the place. There was a lot of misses, but there was also a lot of hits. So I probably, you know, just for a quick rating here, I'd probably give it about a 5 or a 4 out of 10. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but it was a little much. It's a little all over the place. Next up, we have Kavinsky Reborn. My Kavinsky videos did incredible on this channel. I feel really bad that I didn't review the album. Reborn was pretty good, I would say. A lot of the songs on there are very much something you would hear while watching Dr. Disrespect's live streams. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he plays a lot of synth wave, a lot of synth bass, like EDM, very 80s kind of deal, which I really enjoy this kind of music. I think that as a whole, I think the album is pretty solid. I think that there's some really good beats on here, really good vocal performances from people that are featured on it. I do think it's weaker than Kavinsky's last record from like a decade ago. I think it was called Outrun. I do own both of these. I'm so sorry, I'm forgetting names. I'm kind of just spitballing here. Outrun is pretty good, actually. I'm sorry, pretty okay would be an understatement. It's a pretty good dang. It's a pretty darn good listen. But I think that Reborn is kind of missing a few things if you ask me. It's a little too long. It kind of overstays its welcome, I feel like. There's a couple tracks on there that I wasn't super crazy about, and again, there's a lot of reasons that I didn't review all of these, because a lot of these I didn't really want to say things that are negative, and I don't want to be negative, but I'm not saying they're bad either. I'm just saying I just didn't feel the need, and I was either something came up in my personal life or something like that, so this is why we're here anyways. But yeah, Reborn I think was a good comeback for Kavinsky. It wasn't a bad comeback. I'm gonna give that a 6 out of 10. It's got a lot of solid bangers on there, and I have came back to it a couple of times since listening for the first time. Alright, next up we have Denzel Curry's Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. Was not a Denzel Curry fan until I heard this record. I never really listened to him that much. I was looking at getting into some more different rap artists, some different kinds of rap, and this happened to just pop up. I think I was scrolling through Spotify, I think, or YouTube. I don't know. It was one of the apps I use for music, and I happened to come upon his new song, "Walking." Great song, super catchy. Really good message too, of just keep moving no matter what, you know. I think Denzel Curry as an artist, like who he is I think he's a really cool guy. He seems really genuine. He genuinely seems like he cares about helping people with his music, and he genuinely seems like he cares about his music and what he's putting out. He's not putting in like low effort performances. He's not sleeping through everything like I feel a lot of popular rap artists, to be honest, do these days. But as a whole, Melt My Eyes See Your Future has got a lot of good production, a lot of good beats on it for sure. I really liked a lot of the samples that were used, if those were samples. Yeah, probably going with a strong 6 to a light 7. On this one, it's pretty solid. It's a pretty darn good rap album. I don't think it's rap album of the year or anything, but it's still a really good listen, and I would recommend it. So now we're to the part of the video where I'm going to regret making the video. Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I have a love-hate relationship with Kendrick. I'm really not a fan. I always say that when people like, hey, do you like Kendrick? I normally say I'm not really a fan. I really think that a lot of his music, a lot of people act like is way either deeper or way better than it actually is. I don't know why he's amassed this fan base of people who just like constantly have to just build this ego of him. I think he's fine. He's not bad. I'm not saying he's bad. I don't think his music is bad. I think that he's just fine. He's a rapper. That's it. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is another album that I would say that's the case. It's a rap album and it's fine. I really don't see what everyone else sees in his music at all. I've never understood why he's so popular. I've never understood why people act like he's like the god of rap music, like he's so great and he's so deep and all these things. It's like, I've heard 100 plus other, I probably could pull up 100 other rappers who have talked about the same topics he has that are just not as popular for whatever reason, and I don't get it. I don't know. I don't see the appeal. I think people need to admit when an artist maybe isn't perfect, you know, and I hate that mentality of, oh, this guy's great, everything's a masterpiece. Like, I hate that I see that online so much, that every time there's a new song posted, no masterpiece. It's like, not everything's a masterpiece. There is not good music. There is not good movies. These are all opinions, right? But I feel like getting in a big group and just like, this is so great, and circle jerking is just, it's not healthy, you know? And I feel like that's 100% Kendrick Lamar's fan base. It's like if you say, like, dude, you're crazy. It's like, not really. It's just an opinion, and that's what this whole video is, anyways. But so yeah, sorry, I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way. I'm not really a Kendrick fan, so there's context. This was okay. I think that Savior is an incredible track. Listened to that countless times, countless. Oh boy, Silent Hill, another great song on this album. I've listened to it countless times. M95, countless times. There is really good songs on this record that I've listened to a lot that are very catchy, that are memorable. There is also entire tracks dedicated to two people yelling at each other that literally just gives the listener an anxiety attack, and I'm just like, why would I get this on vinyl? You know what I mean? Like, questions like that, and it's just like, I understand, it's a concept album. I get it. It's fine. But oh boy, dude. Pink Floyd made concept albums that were literally critically acclaimed. Everyone says this. The Wall is a masterpiece, and that is an insanely deep concept album. There's no entire track of people screaming at each other and saying horrible things. Like, I feel like that's such a lazy way to go about doing it, and I hate that. I don't like it, and everyone's gonna hate on me for this, and I'm gonna get so much crap for it, but it's like, dude, I could have thought of that. Okay, we're gonna fight and act angry on the track, but everything rhymes, so apparently this is deep now and smart and unique. What? Like, I'm sorry. I don't see that as intelligence. I don't see that as anything that's risky as an artist or unique as an artist. It's not a good artistic choice. It's a really dumb artistic choice. That's how I feel about it. So yeah, as a whole, I think I'm just gonna give it a 4. I really have not, aside from those 3 tracks I mentioned that I really liked, never felt the need to listen to this again. As I have with most of Kendrick's music. The guy is capable of making an incredibly iconic song that a lot of people like, that I normally agree on, like Humble, like Alright. All of those songs, super good, fully acknowledge them. The hits are definitely deserving to be hits, but man, I just, as a whole, I can't listen to this guy's stuff. I can't buy an album from him. I just can't do it. It's just not for me. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with admitting that something's not for you. So yeah, here's my huge hot take on why I didn't review this album, because I don't know, people are gonna make fun of me and probably say you're an idiot and all this craziness. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed up to that point. These are just 4 albums that I missed that I did want to speak on just briefly, or at least say, hey, I heard these, so here I am. I hope that you enjoyed. Please do like, share, and subscribe. If not, make fun of me in the comments. Insult me for stating just my opinion on Kendrick. I'd love to hear what you have to say. So, I'll see you guys later.